When it comes to planning and strategy, I think it's important with young kids. It's not like that we need to teach them advanced periodization skills, but I think it's important for them to understand tempo and cadence as to how things come at them. The same way, it's done inadvertently in the school system. They learn certain small concepts, and then those concepts are compounded over time, which looks like a lesson plan. And then that lesson plan culminates into them moving on to the next grade level, and then the grade level moving on to the next school level, and then hopefully higher education later on down the road. Training can be formulated very similarly in terms of building blocks. And so with young kids, the more that you can first just get them accustomed to the cadence of training, understanding when to hit the gas, when to hit the brakes, when it's time to build and push, and when it's time to refortify. Those are valuable lessons for them to just understand how it works. When you're trying to teach a kid the game of basketball, you don't sit down and break down every X's and O's. You throw them a ball, and then over time, they start to learn how to maneuver the ball. And then you start throwing opponents in front of them, and they start learning how to defend and how to attack. And so same with a lot of these training concepts, small building blocks built onto one another in a progressive fashion that promotes training stimulus, but also promotes education at the same time. Because I'll tell you, in these elite categories of college athletes and even professional athletes, we see them perform at a very high level. Well, when we see that, and then we're objectifying, okay, here's what we need to do to improve by 5%. It gets really frustrating when you can't employ that 5% because there's a massive learning curve to go through with them to get that. Well, if a kid is already accustomed to that because they've gone through the ranks and they've been exposed to elite levels of planning like what SPARC can offer, that's one less learning curve when they actually get to the moment of truth when it's time to play at an elite level.